Hi Cancer, my name's Leona from Supra ConsciousSoul, and this is your December love reading. So, underneath the deck, we have the Strength card. Now it's saying that in this deck, it's saying that you've had a hard time, Cancer. You've had a hard time in terms of love. And it's asking you to face the shadow side of that. It's asking you to confront your fears, to confront your demons. It's saying to you that just because you've been through a certain situation in love, or just because you've been through a certain situation in relationships, that doesn't mean that that is going to be your story forever. What this is saying is that it's time to kind of let that story go. Stop talking about that story now, Cancer. It's saying that just because something may have been abusive or something may have been wrong in the past doesn't mean that that is going to bring that to you unless you don't face it, or unless you choose to keep repeating that pattern. But it's saying to me that a lot of you are deciding to end that pattern. You're deciding to leave that story behind. You're deciding to face your demons in terms of relationships, and you're looking at what's in the past and what could be done better. You're looking at your part in it. You're looking at their part in it. Okay, so underneath the other deck from the guides, wisdom of the guides, is imagination, and it's inner child. And this is a spiritual card because it's number 7. It's saying that basically you need to kind of access that playful part of your nature. It's like at the moment you seem to be in this battle between this shadow side, and it's saying that the way to combat that is to be more playful, to allow your inner child to come out a bit more, to go and see the theatre, to dream, to hope, to play, to use your imagination. It's saying with this card that you need to put your energy into creativity rather than destruction, rather than this anger, rather than this. And if you don't allow your inner child to come out and play a little bit, it's gonna get really moody one day, and it's gonna throw all its toys out the pram. And it can also lead to a sense of depression if you don't face your fears and you don't allow your inner child to come out. This will bring on a depression because both sides of you will be fighting inside yourself and you won't know how to deal with it. So it's saying just face your shadow side, realize that that is a story that is past, and entertain your inner child a little bit more. So your first card coming into the reading is the 4 of Coins. Now in this deck it's saying that you could be, in terms of relationships, finances are very important for you right now, but it's asking you to visualize things in a different way. It's like saying, look, we got all these elements up here and we have this doorway. It's saying that to focus less on the material and more on the spiritual side of bringing in abundance. If that's what your relationship needs, if that's what you're arguing about, if that's what's causing you worries, it's telling you to focus on the spiritual side of that. So that would be connecting to the energy of money rather than the worry or the demons or the trying to, how am I going to manifest money? It's about allowing yourself to be happy. When you're in the this inner child mode as well, that brings on an energy of happiness. It brings on an energy of abundance. It can manifest. This fear can't manifest. It's saying you need to kind of let go, ignore these coins here and just focus on the spiritual aspect, and as you do, it will connect you to the coins. So your next card is the 9 of Swords, and this is talking about coming out of a dark night of the soul, coming out of this this dark energy, this dark vibration, coming out of these dark thoughts into a more positive era within your relationships, into a more positive story, into a more positive vibration as well. So because of the fact that it was a dark night of the soul. So a dark night of the soul is when you're going through your ascension, and there is periods during that ascension when you're like, well, I've been doing everything right, so what's going wrong? Why have I suddenly gone into this depression? And that can be the dark night of the soul, and it's just telling you that those feelings that you was feeling, they're going, and it's like you're going to be able to see a brand new day. So I pulled another card for that because I thought, you know what, if it's talking about ascension, I'll pull an ascension card. So we got Sirius, and it's number 17, which breaks down to 8, which is talking about power, right? And it says the star system of Sirius holds 12 of the universal keys to enlightenment and ascension. When you access and comprehend them, you become a master of the universe. This card invites you to visit the training schools and universities of Sirius in your sleep in order to develop your higher mind, access the spiritual laws of alchemy and magic, understand sacred geometry, and tune into angel sonics and higher dimensions. This is an opportunity to learn through the inner planes about spiritual technology and bring it forward for the new golden age. The affirmation is, I am open to the higher wisdom of Sirius. Okay, so there's a message for somebody there. So the next card is, we have the Queen of Swords. And what this is saying is that this card is about harnessing your power this month. This card is about harnessing your energy, taking control. It's also, we have this crystal here. It's about connecting to your higher self, connecting to your spirituality. So that's 2 cards we have that are saying to you, look, it's not about the materialism. It's not about the 3D right now. It's about the higher planes. And that is because of this gateway that we're going through, this galactic kind of black hole that's between Sagittarius and Gemini at the moment. So this is a very Gemini card as well. And it's just talking about accessing things through crystals, through accessing your harnessing your power, taking back your seat of power, harnessing your seat of power. Because next to that we have self-control and the higher self. And this is saying that for this month, pull in your emotions. Don't allow yourself to get out of control. Underneath that, we also have life force and Aphrodite. So this is telling me that it's like if situations are going on, it's like try and rein yourself in, try and pull yourself in. Life force and Aphrodite is talking about the fact that this is a Sagittarius energy and this is a Gemini energy, or this could be a Gemini energy as well. So it's talking about this pull between having this self-control, but at the same time having this passionate energy, having this fire that's still burning within you, still allowing yourself to love while maintaining an air of self-control, and also connecting to your spiritual side and to your guides and stuff this month, because they will be giving you signs, synchronicities. So your next card is the 10 of Cups, and I like this one in this deck because this is saying that as you become happy in yourself, it radiates and it has this ripple effect on everybody else around you. So this is saying that as you become emotionally fulfilled, that energy is gonna radiate out and heal others. So as you heal yourself, which is also a very kind of twin flame thing, isn't it? As we heal ourselves, we do the work for our twin flame. And this is saying that as you do the healing work on yourself, it benefits those around you. So in the center of the reading, we have another Swords card. This is a Gemini, Aquarius or Libra energy as well. And this is saying that you're trying to focus, and in doing so, it's like sometimes you're not taking advice from other people. Sometimes you're like, no, I'm gonna do it my way. This is about listening to advice from other people and not thinking that we kind of know better. He's prepared to walk that rocky road by himself because he's like, look, I can do this. This is about allowing others to give you some help this month, Cancer. Allowing others to in and not becoming too kind of cold with it. Allowing others to help you this month. Next to that, we have the Lovers card. So this is about Gemini as well. We have some more Gemini energy here. And we also have that gateway between Sagittarius and Gemini, which is quite interesting. So in this deck, it's telling you guys, like, they've got each other's masks on. It's saying to look at things from each other's perspective. A lot of the reading this month, for you guys this month, is about looking at it from the other person's eyes, stepping in their shoes, feeling their energy, just not being too defensive about our needs, not being too cold in the way we deliver things, possibly not being too prickly this month, Cancer, because I think with all the changes, like this self-control, it's like it's a 50, and it's saying that as like a 50 is about change, transformation, movement, and it becomes unstable. That energy can become unstable. So it's just telling you to connect more to your seat of power, yeah, to meditate, to pray, to connect with crystal energy as well. So then you have the Queen of Pentacles as we move down into the future. So the Queen of Pentacles, she knows how to make abundance out of things. And I feel like abundance is coming for you guys once you can tap into the spiritual side and not put up the boundaries, possibly, and realize that you can create abundance in other ways. Abundance is other things. There's a lot of abundance in this reading. It can also be about a choice about how you're going forward in terms of your abundance, how you're going forward together. This could also be an earth sign in your life, Capricorn, Virgo or Libra, male or female. So this card is saying that she's somebody who nurtures those around her. It's like you're connecting more to the nurturing energy as the month progresses, and you go through this healing, and you realize, look, because you have this nurturing on one side, then you have this swords in the middle, and then we have this legacy. It's almost like another reminder for you guys to kind of let go of that story. What story do you want to pass down as a legacy? What do you want to pass down to your children? What kind of energy are you wanting to take forward with this relationship? Yeah, it's about not caring. It's about forgiveness and not caring who was the one that put the sword in where. And sometimes maybe when you see from another person's perspective, maybe you see that they didn't actually put the sword in, and they was really feeling protective of themselves, or they was really feeling defensive of themselves, or they was feeling like they couldn't let anyone in to help them, or they was just feeling a bit sharp because the energy is kind of intense at the moment, very intense. So Cancer, your final message is compromise, and it's finding that polarity within all of this, finding that middle ground. And we have once you find that middle ground, we have that angel in there. It's about partnership and realizing that you need each other, and realizing that you I feel like for some of you, you could have both been coming from a defensive energy, but from a different point of view, and not realizing it, and maybe one thinking the other one's feeling a certain way and another one's feeling another one certain way, and that causes people to act differently without saying why they're acting differently, and then it's all kind of a mess. But it's just asking you guys to get together to talk about it. There's a lot of good cards in this reading. You have Aphrodite, you have the Ten of Cups, yeah. You have air and earth in this reading. But it's saying that for any of you guys that are going through a dark night of the soul, it is talking about joy coming now. I feel like whatever it is, Cancer, you're leaving it behind in 2017. You're going into 2018 with a new legacy, a new story, a new story to be told, a new version of you, because it's a new version. Yeah, a new version. Yeah. Leaving behind the old story to make way for, it's like almost you're taking off the mask. Yeah, that's not my mask no more. It doesn't fit me. Anyway, take care, stay blessed. Thanks for watching. If you want a personal reading, hit me up on the email below. Take care. Bye bye.